Yo, what's up, guys? We're back for another week of breakdown and predictions videos. Last week, we gave you guys a great call in the main event with Nasruddin Imavov. We gave you guys a good, most confident pick on the Contender Series card that cashed. We won some money on Patreon last week for the patrons that bet on Contender Series with me. So if you want access to my bets, I do got 3 bets already for this card. I'm probably going to add a couple props. I think this is a decent betting card. So go get access at patreon.com/MMA Prediction Guru. But hit the like button, put a comment down below, and let's get into these fights, man. First fight of the night, Felipe Franco. He's taking on Freddy Vidal, and really low-level fight. I mean, Freddy Vidal, he is, I believe, the 3rd or 4th opponent scheduled to fight Felipe Franco on this date, so they obviously had to dig deep, and he's getting to cut the line because he's affiliated with Sarah Longo Fight Team. Vidal's only 3-0, but obviously, they must feel that he's somewhat ready for a UFC shot. He has 8 total fights because he did have 5 amateur fights as well, and he's 8-0 overall, so he's never lost. He was the Flex Fights amateur champion, and his last 2 wins as a pro, he got first-round knockouts in Flex Fights as well, so that's kind of been the promotion he's fought in more often than not. The level of competition has been really low, and this is going to be a significant step up. He's coming off a victory over a 2-4 fighter. Now he's fighting somebody that's 8-0 as a pro. And you look at Sandoval style-wise, though, he's a dog. I mean, or Freddy Vidal, excuse me. He had a fun back-and-forth fight with Jarrell Cromartie that went back and forth. Both guys got pretty fatigued, but we saw that Freddy was able to survive an armbar in the first. He got taken down in the second, but he kind of won that round, and then in the third round, his opponent didn't want to come out for the third, so Sandoval got, I keep calling him Freddy Sandoval, Freddy Vidal got the victory, and, it wasn't super impressive, but it just showed that he's a dog. He's not going to tap quick, and you really have to get him out of there, but his victory to win the Flex Fights 205-pound belt, that wasn't really very impressive. He fought an overmatched opponent. He landed a bomb on him, closed the distance, and then just took him out with knees against the fence. His most recent fight I could find was at Flex Fights 43. It was kind of similar to that fight. Closed the distance, made it a clinch battle, and he seems pretty weak on the feet overall. He kind of just uses pressure and flurries to get his grappling going. But he ended up getting Mike Lee to the mat, who was his opponent, stopped him with ground and pound. Overall, I wasn't that impressed with Freddy Vidal, but he looks like he has decent grappling. If he can outlast you and have more heart than you, he could finish you, and he's a tough dude. But Felipe Franco, 24-year-old kid who's fighting and training out of Brazil. He trains out of the same gym as Jalton Almeida, and being a heavier weight fighter, he probably is getting good work in with Carlos Biggie Boy, with Almeida, with Rafael Sarkara, among others. This is his first fight in the United States and first fight outside of Brazil. It's also the first non-Brazilian opponent that Franco will have fought as well. And Franco's level of competition has been extremely bad also. He hasn't fought in over a year. He was committed to fighting on this date, though, because this is the 3rd opponent, like I said, scheduled to face him on this event. And Freddy Vidal is not that experienced at 3-0, but Franco's last 2 opponents were 0-1, so this is a step up for Franco. And so far, it's been easy money for Franco. Whenever he stepped in the cage, he has 8 finishes, all in round 1. And he has gone 5 minutes one time, but the opponent didn't answer the bell for round 2. Besides that, his longest fight is 4 minutes and 4 seconds. And he has a mixture of knockouts and submissions, but the vast majority of his wins come on the ground. On the feet, he looks athletic. He'll move around, but he doesn't really open up much. It's mostly feints to back fighters up and then shoot on them. He only throws with the lead hand as far as punches go from what I've seen as well. But he's explosive with his double leg. He could slam you. And on top, he usually works to the back. He could stop the fight from there. And I don't personally see how someone could be that confident on either fighter here. Seeing Franco being a minus 315 is a little bit wide of a line if you ask me, but Felipe Franco looks a little more athletic, a little more technical. He's been fighting completely overmatched opponents, so it's hard to know if he's going to face adversity well or be able to take damage, but the reason why I'm leaning towards Franco is because both fighters like to grapple, and Franco's more technical in that area. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, he's a brown belt in judo, probably has better big men training partners to grapple with as well, so he should take it, and I'm going to predict a first-round ground and pound from the back mount for Felipe Franco and most likely a contract.